Θα ήθελα τώρα να καλέσω στο βήμα τον κύριο Mehdi Bouzoubaa, Sales Director EMEA της Damballa. Welcome.
Thank you.
The floor is yours.
Thank you so much. Sorry, I speak English. Everybody could understand my English? Yes? Okay. So, what I'm going to talk about, we have 15 minutes. I know that's a long day, but let's try to focus on 15 minutes with me. It's important. How many people here knows what is APT? Advanced Persistent Threat. Everybody now. We have a lot of examples in today about how much damage APT have created in the world. Can we take a few examples before to start? One of the biggest one of 2014 was an APT, an infection in the big network of worldwide banks. All the banks did 2014, and they did have attention on the issue only in January, in this Christmas, last Christmas. They just pay attention that they have been robbed $1 billion worldwide. I don't know if banks in Greece also, probably. The problem was an infection, an APT, Advanced Persistent Threat. Today, with the Damballa, just where is the mouse here? Thank you. Okay. What we can do for you is to detect those infections, APTs, malware in motion. That was a good example about the billion robbed in banks. There is another example of an insurance company in the US who have lost 80 millions of files about health of their customers in the US also this year. I don't know what happened in Turkey yesterday, but some people are talking about cyber attack also. It's not impossible. I mean, those APT are creating damage worldwide in all kinds of companies. And I like what the Cisco ex-CEO Chambers said. There is two types of customers. One who knows that they have been breached, and the others who didn't yet that they have been breached. So it's important to understand that today the mentality is that there is an issue, there is a problem, there is the infection. So what is the solution? Why prevention is not enough? Prevention is not enough because today APTs and all the threats are penetrating the network because they are polymorphic, they are sandbox aware. All the antivirus, the proxy, the IPS, everything the customer just bought, it's not enough. Because they are customized, the APTs, they are encrypted, and they penetrate the network. That's why Damballa exists today. It gives you a solution. Damballa exists from 2006, and we are in this world of APT from that time. It's more than 8 years, quite 9 years of experience following the malware in internet. Internet is a great tool, but today it becomes a really big issue for customers, for data breaches, and because of those new APTs. Okay. So what Damballa brings to you is his experience, his knowledge, his secret sauce, his models, mathematic models also to detect the infection. Prevention is necessary, but detection is a must. We need to be able to detect infections rapidly with no false positive. There is a lot of noise in the market. Everybody's doing APT. They give a solution. But be careful, most of the solutions are sandbox. What does it mean? That they need to do payload analysis. In our case, we don't do only payload analysis. We don't do only sandboxing. What we give you as a solution, and very simply, we give you our secret sauce, which is based from big data, detection engines, some our prioritization analysis. It's like our experts, our CSI expert. We give a verdict of infection when we are certain of infection. No more false positive, not logs. It allows you to rapidly avoid the breach and avoid the damage in your network. The main issue of APT today is that more it's persistent, more it stays on the network, more it could create damage. That was the issue in the big bank robbery of 1 billion, and also in many different networks. The malware is persistent. It stays on the network. That's why we need to be able to detect it before to reach the CC, the tweet actor, or any domains on internet to receive the comments to be damageable, to make the damage. Don't wait the damage, because the important thing is to detect rapidly, to move rapidly, and to protect your network, your information, your brand. So, remember this slide, and I do invite you to come to our detailed workshop at 3:30 to have more details about the technology. I think it's really important for you guys to understand that today, finally, we have a solution to detect malware in motion at uncertainty. No more logs, no more loss of time, no more noise about APTs and marketing smoke. We need a solution which is simple to use and to detect infections rapidly with certainty. It exists, finally, and the name is Damballa FailSafe. Anyway, 7 minutes. Okay, so on both of the sandbox are doing this. Payload analysis, which means sandboxing. It's not enough because it exists, APT, doing polymorphic sandbox-aware penetration. The last APTs are polymorphic and sandbox-aware. The sandbox could not see it. Also, the other vector of the malware could be USB or could be Wi-Fi, mobile device. And so, if we lose the first drop, how can we detect the malware? How we can detect the infection? Just because we have this behavior analysis, the threat intelligence, and all this type of secret source to detect it. That's why we are able to stop the malware before to create a damage. Easy. It's an hardware, it's installed, we are agentless. The most important thing here is that we don't need to install any agent. We are agentless, just monitoring the traffic, going to the proxy, the firewall, or DNS. That it's very simple. Per mirror, per span, tap, Inxia, whatever, we just need to see the traffic and we analyze it. A good metaphor, any good metaphor is that, I don't like it, but it's quite speaking about himself. A cancer is not symptomatic. You don't have fever, you don't have symptoms, but you are in a big trouble if you stay without detection. So we detect without symptoms. We just detect because we are able to see the malware in motion. When the executive file for example, an exe file is executed, a malware, and the moment when the device, any type of device, also a printer having a keylogger, a cache machine, or SCADA system, whatever, connecting with an IP outside and try to connect to a domain, a CC domain, command center, or tweet actor, or any hacking web server, we know it, we detect it, and we can terminate this session to avoid the damage, to avoid to receive the comments which allow the malware to give the impact. That is Damballa. Very simple technology. So remember, if we don't see the first drop, the victim, we are able to see it before it creates the impact. We are able, when the file, the malware file, is executed in any type of device, any type of OS, Android, Mac, iOS, for any iPhone, any type of device. We are agnostic OS. We don't care about the OS. Even Linux servers, Very important servers could be attacked today. Databases, SQL servers. Okay? So when any machine is receiving, also from USB port, any type of malware, it needs to get to the cyber broker servers, to the threat actor to receive the commands. It's how hackers are doing the job today. They just spread the malware everywhere they can, and when the malware could connect to internet to receive the command, that's how the cyber blockers and the crypto loggers works. So, and how many people receive a crypto locker? We never know. That people don't talk about that, but they've experienced the issue. And sometimes they pay to get back their information encrypted by a hacker. So please, today, understand that there is a solution which allows me to, with our indicators, to terminate the session between any type of device receiving commands from hackers outside. Most of the time it's encrypted. No sandbox, no EPS, nobody will see that. But Damballa, thanks to his indicators, is able to stop this from happening. And so, to cut the legs of any communication between your device, your network, and the deep sea hacker systems outside. Okay. We are able to integrate with, okay, I'm coming back. Cannot come back? Yes. So we are able to integrate with different CM and also different products you might have. So we detect, we give this information, and we are able to remediate because of this information we gave in the detections. I give you a short example what we have seen a big customer, just to show you that today is not some fiction, is reality. We are talking about hackers doing impact. So anyway, we did a POC, and this will be also seen in our workshop because we have not a lot of time. I invite you to come and to see the results of how we can rapidly, in minutes, identify there is infections in the network. It's very easy. As soon as we install the product, we start to see device communicating outside with threat centers, with commander, with threat actors, and that could not be the case. You cannot let communication between your devices in your network with command centers outside, hacker systems, to send commands and to create damage. We found in less than 2 hours like 55 assets infected with their names, with proofs. We don't give only information and logs. We give proof of infection with PCAPs. We are able with that to stop any and remediate any problems about malware. Most of the people are saying that you need to do reverse engineering, etc. No, with Damballa it's simple. We see the tweets, and we are able rapidly to find a solution to protect you. We are present here in the stand of AlphaVad, our special distributor here in Greece. You are invited to come to our workshop at 3:30 here also to go on details, technical details. But as a conclusion, I want to make sure you understand one very important concept. APT is not fiction. Malware today creates damage in all the world. Don't wait too much letting your malware persistent in your network. With simplicity, with Damballa, you see the photo. You see what is the level of infection you have, and also to take rapidly remediation and stop the malware in motion. Thank you so much for your listening.
Thank you, Mr. Bouzoubaa. Very impressive. Thank you very much.